Hi guys, and welcome back to the series, The Butterfly That Brought Us Together, written and narrated by Stacey Holt. As always, to show your support, you can like, subscribe, and comment. Now, Chapter 18, Taken. Marinette fell into her bed crying into her pillow, hugging Tiki as tightly as she could without hurting her. It wasn't long until she heard a knock on the skylight. There was Waze. The complete dread she was feeling worsened. It was like her heart ached even worse, but she had to keep it together. She couldn't get akumatized again. That was the reason she was giving her Miraculous up to begin with. She had to stay strong for herself. She had to stay strong for Tiki. She had to stay strong for her partner. Waze explained that Master Fu sent him to get the earrings that night instead of the next morning, so he wouldn't have to interrupt Marinette's school schedule. Marinette couldn't fight it. He gave her the earrings and gave her the opportunity and gave her rules, and they broke them. He had a right to take them away at any point. "Are you going to be all right, Marinette?" Waze asked, watching her hug Tiki one last time. "I'm trying," she said, wiping her tears. "I will always love you, Marinette. You are one of the best ladybugs." Tiki frowned, trying her hardest not to cry. Marinette smiled through her tears and took her earrings off and put them inside the little box and gave them to Waze. Marinette opened the skylight for Waze to fly out of and watched him disappear. And just like that, she was no longer Ladybug anymore. Marinette walked to school, and she tried to fake her usual self, though it was too much. She couldn't help but let her depression show through halfway. She didn't do her work and laid her head down and simply blamed it on lack of sleep. Adrian glanced back and saw that her eyes were stained red and puffy, and he knew something had happened. After school, he ran over to her. "Hey, what's the matter?" he asked. "Nothing's the matter. I'm just tired," she said, faking another smile. He grabbed her wrist and caused her to stop. "Marinette, I know you better than that. Really, what's the matter?" he pleaded. "Adrikins, aren't we supposed to leave together?" Chloe said, passing by him. Adrian sighed and looked down at Marinette. "I'll be over in a little while," he said in a low whisper, letting go of her wrist and walking with Chloe to continue the charade that was them dating. Marinette sighed and was about to open her side purse and talk to Tiki, but frowned and ran home, about in tears once again. She ran to her room and cried into her pillow, covering herself up in her blankets, not caring if Adrian showed up or not. Though, after a while, he never showed up, and she drifted off to sleep after her cry that tired her out. "Thanks for dropping me off, Adrikins," Chloe said with a smile, shutting the door behind her. Adrian was about to text Marinette that he was on his way, but an Okuma alert popped up on his screen, and he looked out the car window. The bodyguard drove Adrian home as fast as he could and put him in his room, and Adrian locked the door, quickly transformed, and made his way to the victim that was destroying the city. He looked around for Ladybug and saw a red suit in the distance and smiled, pouncing over to her. "Hey, m'lady, wait," he said. "You aren't..." "Yeah, I'm a little new at this," the girl laughed, tangled in her yo-yo. "Where's the real Ladybug?" he said, angry. "I guess she quit. I was given a Miraculous today," she said. Kat was outraged. Did Ladybug quit? Why would she not tell him? Is that why she was upset today? If she quit on good terms, she wouldn't have been upset. Also, why did she not tell him? They were supposed to be partners. "Well, let's just do this and purify it and get this over with. You know who the original Ladybug is, right?" he asked, glaring at her. Yeah, she said, obviously feeling the tension. "Good. You know how to work her abilities. Purify the Akuma and go our separate ways," he said, pounding toward the Akuma. They fought the victim, though they were terrible fighters. They weren't in sync at all. They would hit one another and bump into one another, making Cat Noir angrier and angrier every second. He missed his original partner. He missed his lady. He missed his love bug. After a while, they finally defeated it, and after a few failed attempts at trying to catch the butterfly, she finally caught it and purified it. "Pound it?" she asked. "No. Sorry, I know this is probably your dream or whatever, but no one will replace my partner." He glared and ran off. He ran and ran until he made it to Marinette's. He looked down the skylight and saw her holding a tear-soaked pillow. She more than likely fell asleep crying. He saw she no longer had her earrings in, and that confirmed it. He sighed, feeling the anger he had been feeling start to fade away. There was no way she would give up being Ladybug for no reason. What was he missing? Did she go see Master Fu without him? Was that why she wasn't in school? Did she take the burden all on her own? He left her home without waking her, thinking it best to let her sleep while he made his way over to Master Fu's home. He pounded on the door, the anger growing now. Master Fu answered and frowned. "Cat Noir, I'm assuming you know then?" he said with a sigh. "Why did you take Marinette's? Why did you not take mine?" he yelled, coming inside and slammed the door. "I gave her that decision. It was her decision alone, not mine," he said. "Her decision? Why? We were partners. Why did she not ask me what I thought?" He frowned, fighting back the tears. "When she was here, she said she couldn't do that to you. She knows you were trapped in that house of yours, and Cat Noir is your escape. She says she couldn't possibly take that away from you," Master Fu said, putting his hand on Cat Noir's shoulder, seeing him struggle with his feelings. "She was just doing what she thought was right by you," he said. "But it wasn't right by Paris. Paris needs her. She's a better Ladybug than I am a Cat Noir. Paris needs her," he cried. "Adrien, do you truly feel that way? Do you feel like you and the new Ladybug can't work together?" he asked. "No, we can't. I tried today, and we kept bumping into one another. We kept messing up. We aren't compatible. No one can replace my partner. Don't you see that Hawkmoth is getting stronger every day, Master? We need Marinette. She is the reason we win," he pleaded. Master Fu looked over at Waze and sighed. "I will retrieve the Ladybug Miraculous and return it to Marinette tonight," he smiled. "Can I do it?" Cat said, wiping his tears. His question took him by surprise, but then he smiled at Cat. "Come by tonight and I will give it to you," he said. "Also, apologize to the Ladybug today. I was kind of rude to her because I was angry," he said, ashamed. "I will," he laughed. "Thank you, Master." Cat Noir stood up and hugged him and left, feeling better than he had in a while. Thank you so much for watching. The next chapter will be available soon. If you haven't already, you can go check out my other 3 series called Melting, Thunderstorms, and my Halloween special called A Monstrous Night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!